Can you hear me now? You're welcome. You're welcome to my live stream. I appreciate your presence. So guys, we'll start without waste of time. I would want other people to come in and be able to watch this video even after the streaming, okay? Yeah, so my hair is all waved down, and I just use this to smoothen down my edges. It's not too smooth, but I can always do that afterwards. So let me just drop this and show you what the back is like. So this is my waves. I purposely left these two out so I can show you how I tuck it in a bit. Okay, yeah, so let's do that now. All right, Naya, thanks for the feedback. So for my crochet pins, I have two here of two different sizes. This is bigger and this is slightly smaller. I'll be reserving this for the front part of my hair and this for the back side. Yes guys. So, and for the hair I'll be using yarn braids, like yarn twists. I have yarn twists here. I don't know if that is clear. It's twists and it's yarn. I made it myself. I've had this for like 2 years. I just made a lot of it and saved somewhere. So this is kind of a dark maroon. Is that maroon color? Yeah, this color slightly dark ox blood kind of, and then the rest I'll be using black. I'll be using more of blacks, and then maybe in the front I'll add this color just to make it pop. Okay, yeah, so like I said, I made this myself and just stored it away. That's one good thing about yarn braids. They are durable, you can wash and reuse them, so it's kind of, will I say, environmentally friendly. Yeah, so and if you suffer from skin irritations from use of attachments, other kind of synthetic attachments, this kind of is a kind of a solution, because it wouldn't itch your skin or anything. Yeah, so once in a while I like to make my hair with this excuse me, because it's really calm kind of on the body. So, and like I said again, you can reuse this, you can wash and then reinstall it later. Yeah, so I have about 50 pieces of the black and maybe about 5 of the oxblood color. Okay, so let's start. We wouldn't waste time at all. All right, so we're going to start with by tucking in these parts of my hair. See this? We're going to start by tucking them away. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna open up my braid, my pin. So this is what the pin is like. You open it this way. So it's open now, as you can see, and I will go ahead and I'm tucking my one of my strands. So what I'm basically going to do is pass it through. Just pass it through one of my weaves and kind of tuck it away. You can see somewhere here. So it's safely secured under one of my weaves. That way the hair is safe. You know, this is a protective styling, so my own hair should be as safe as possible. So I'm going to do same for this one. Just find somewhere safe to tuck it into. Maybe somewhere here as well. So what I'm doing is I'm going to hook it onto my pin, close the latch, and just drag it across. Can you see that? Yeah. So it's secure now. So we're going to start installing. We're going to start installing real quick. So really, I wouldn't want it to be so full. So what I will do is I will install here very closed, like closed lines, but in the middle I'm going to just make it very sparse. Then when I get to this point, I'll fill it up again so it kind of covers the back. Okay, so here we go. I'll pass my pin through here like so, and then this is my my braid. It comes when you have it like this. So what I'll do, I'll hold here like so, and then just attach it to my pin, close the latch, and then see that, very easy. So what I will now do is like this. I'll pass the whole length of the crochet through the ring, you understand? So I'll close it this way like so. We have a lot to do, so by the time we are done with all of them, you grab what I mean. Okay, I want to make this in such a way that someone can come back and watch it later. So I keep going. I can see 2 people online. Please thumb up the stream, please. Just hit the like button. So I pass it like so, and just if that, I hope that is making sense. Yeah, so just in a line. If you think the back of my weaving is rough, that's the way I normally do it. I don't really pay so much attention to the back. Yeah. You know, I don't have a mirror behind me, and it just doesn't matter to me. So can you see what I'm doing? I just hold it in my pin like this, close the hook and pass it across, and then just use this, pass it through here, and that's it. So, and the goal now is to cover the weaves I have here. Hi sis, you're welcome. The goal is to cover the weaves I have on with our crochet, right? Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So we're going to be systematically cover this with this. Yes. And the good thing is that it's with yarn braids. Since I'm using yarn braids, I'm using wool yarn braids, I made this and I've had it for a long time, so I have them in a bulk where I just pick and make. So just a regular yarn. Okay, I love that. Let me continue. So far I just explained that here at the back I don't really pay so much attention to beautifying it because we're still going to cover it with this, right? So it's just the front that I take care to keep in a neater pattern. Okay, yeah, so let's go. So I close my hook like so, and then holding this ring like this, I pass the whole length of my yarn through it, kind of lock it onto my own hair. Let me know if it makes sense what I just explained. Okay, so this is the hook I'm using. I open it this way, and let's do one very close so that so let's say for example I want to attach it here, so I'll pass it through my weave like this, attach the yarn twist, close the hook and drag it across this way, take my hook off, and then I'll go ahead with my hand and then pass it through like this, then grab the whole length of this hair and lock it. It's very simple. For me, I think the trickiest part, like the most difficult part for me, is to weave my hair. Every other thing is very simple. So like so, like so. Please don't forget to like the stream, like a thumb up, hit the like button, please. So just like so. Oh, sis, I haven't really, because if I get the opportunity to drop into a salon and do this, I'll do that too. I miss visiting a salon, but this will help anyone who cannot, for one reason or the other, visit a salon. Like myself, I don't have that privilege of a salon around me, so we go ahead and just install in that manner, covering our tracks as we move. Okay, I can't see my back, but I think it's going on well. So I have this small mirror with which I can check out what I'm doing over time. Yeah. So I don't want to completely turn my back to you guys, so that I can see when someone asks me a question or something. But I do hope that what I'm doing is making sense. Let me know if there's something or any question you have. I will be answering it as I go along. Be it question on let's say for example I'm using this yarn braids and you have a question on using yarn to braid hair, or the care, how to care for it, just go ahead and ask, and we'll keep talking about it all through this video. Okay, yeah. Please don't forget to like the video as you step in. That is what tells YouTube that what I'm doing is relevant. Hi Elam, hi darling, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thanks for joining my live stream. I appreciate. How are you doing? So, like so, like so. And when I'm doing this, especially my back side, like I've told us, I just kind of eyeball it, you know, maybe because I'm used to it. So when you're doing, if you're trying it for the first time, you may need a mirror at your back to be able to calculate what you're doing. But for me, the point where I have to be careful is from this point up here. Good to hear, Elam. I'm good. I'm good too. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks be to God. How is the lockdown going? Shopping and all. Like grocery shopping. Oh my God, I made a post was it on Instagram the other day about how we now wash our fruits and groceries like clothes when we get them from the store. It was funny, but that's a reality of these days. Like, you come back from the store, say by 9 a.m., and by the time you're done washing the stuffs you bought, it will be like 12 a.m. I'm not sorry, 12 p.m. I'm not kidding. It's a ton of work just to stay safe. Yes, sis. I'm glad you saw that though. The realities of the season we're in. And then as soon as you step in, you feel like, you feel like throwing away everything you wore out. Yeah, like your clothes, your shoes. It takes me up to an hour or two after I had gone out and come back to actually relax and forget that, like, to relax from being scared. I literally feel like sanitizing my whole body. In fact, I usually takes a shower afterwards. It's crazy. So we move on. You can see it's coming. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, so we're not going to make the back to be too full. So once I cover this part like this and do the same on this part, we're going to make hair really scanty. And then when we get to this point, see what I did here. It's slightly bigger on this side. So if you're doing yours, try as much as possible to make it smoother. My hair is really full, and yeah, so but when you get to this point, we will fill everything up very well. Okay, so let's do what we did here for this side. Sorry if I look this way. I have my big mirror in front of me here, so I'll be looking there once in a while. I also have one here as well, so maybe I should be using that. So I pass this through here. This is my pin, is open, and then I and then I hook my hair and close my pin, drag it through here, and then this is the head of my braid, right? I'll pass my two fingers like so and take this across and just drag it so it's attached. Okay, sis. Okay, thank you. And so whenever I make this style, because I don't have I don't have a dryer, I normally air dry my hair. So, but I'm also the kind of person that I love to wash my hair at least every 2 weeks when I'm on braids. So whenever I make yarn braids, what I do is instead of washing it on my hair, I use a vinegar. I use vinegar and cotton pads to clean my scalp, like inside my scalp, whenever I feel it's dirty. So that way I'm able to carry it for like 2-3 weeks before I take it down. Okay, yeah. But if you have a hand dryer or any dryer at all, you can go ahead and wash your braids on your head and dry it if you want to. Or it feels better when I clean it with vinegar. Let me know if you have tips on how you take care of your braids as well, so I can learn from you. So this is what my braid is like. So this is the part where I just put my hand in it like this, take this into it and drag it across. Okay, so that's it. I'll speed it up now. Okay, so if I make here, it falls and cover any space here, and if I make this strand, it falls and cover here. Okay, so this falls and covers this point. Okay, just like that. Okay, so I run from here. So when I want the hair to fall this way, I put my pin this way. When I want it to fall this way, I put my pin from the side. So now I'll start working to cover here. So I'll be putting my pin like this. here is beginning to take shape. So just like that, just like so, like so, like so. Drop me your questions and I'll answer you, okay? Yeah. So I want this one to fall here and I'll attach my pin this way. I have one here already, so as okay. And sometimes your pin could get lost in your hair, so you need to just tactically maneuver it out. That's one advantage of this live I'm doing, so you can see everything, including the behind the scenes, the mistakes, and you will learn from it as well. Okay. Okay. People should ask me why I'm wearing a sock, so it's really warm inside my bathroom. And just take it off. So for this style too, one can even decide to, looking at my hair now, from what you're seeing, one can decide to even stop at this point and just let it feel like you have a weave on. What do you think, guys? My intention is to cover everything, but is that not giving you an idea? Hi, Virtuous Gist and Scales. Hi sis, how are you doing? You're welcome to my live stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. We're doing something different today, and that's why we're doing it live. But not to worry, I'll be back with our recipe on Wednesday, okay? Yes. Thanks, Elam. Thanks. Our normal videos will be coming up as usual. But once in a while, if I have something special like this to share with us, I'll go live and share it. I was asking my viewers yesterday what they prefer in my channel, you know. I know these days I focus more on the cooking aspect, but once in a while, according to your demands. Nicolia, you've always wanted this tutorial. Yeah. So, but according to your demands, if you do let me know, and once in a while I'll just get it into our menu. Exactly. Yes, Nicolia, yeah. It depends on how smooth hair is, right? Yeah. So the plan from the beginning wasn't to leave it out. So, and as my hair is natural, my hair is actually really rough. So if I visit, if for example I can visit if I visit a salon and get them to make it very tiny and all that. Virtuous gist and skills. Abby, I hope so. I hope so. I also hope to make like permanent friends, like get permanent viewers, you know. One of the challenges with live stream is that maybe after that, your viewers may not come back to watch. So you end up yes. So it's whether your cornrow is jagged or not. So long as you're covering it with these, especially if depending on the kind of hair you're using, if like now I'm using yarn braids, you know, it's not really a smooth kind of hair as well, so it naturally fits into my rough weaves still. But if I were to be using Kanekalon kind of you know, our normal attachments, it may not work. Virtuous gist and skills. What group? What group? Combatant Maggie. Hi there. Hi. Thanks for joining my live stream. How are you doing? The yarn braid, I explained in the beginning that I just got regular yarns from a shop. You know how it comes in wraps for knitting. I just bought it and I made the twists myself. It's been a while though. I made it like 2 years ago, so I have a bunch of it that I saved. So that's where I picked the ones I'm using now from. So the pin you can buy on Amazon, AliExpress, even in shops in Oslo. You can check, what's the name of that shop again? I'll let you know when I remember the name of the shop. It's been a while. Okay. So I'm going to feed this side as well. Virtuous gist and skills. I didn't know about that. So guys, this is how I made the yarn braids. I just wore it on my weave, like my wig cap, and braided this. So I have a lot of it here. That's where I plucked the one I used from. Hilda said you can find them on eBay too. Okay, Nicolia, did you hear? Thanks, Hilda. Thanks for joining us. Remember to hit the like button. So what I do is I pluck my braids from here. So I just take it off like this. And there I have my crochets. Yeah. So instead of buying a crochet pack, but you can actually buy a crochet of your choice. Regular crochet braids with synthetic hair, with and still follow the steps I showed us here, you know. So depending on the smoothness of the hair you're using, then you want to adapt your cornrows to it. Of course, if your braids are tinier, you would want to have tinier weaves, if that makes sense. So I'm going to pluck more hair now. So far I've used like 45 strands. I know it's I wouldn't say it's heavy unless it comes in contact with water, but at the same time you don't want to make it extravagantly big. At least for me, I prefer it light, so I wouldn't be using too much. I'll calculate how much of it I use henceforth. Okay, let's say we've gotten some. Let's move on. Okay, I'm glad you're following. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So we're gonna cover this whole place now. It's looking scanty, right? So we're gonna just fill it up now. Fill it up. My voice is gone. I would have sung for you people now. So what we're doing is to fill it up. Fill up that part that feels empty. So when you're making yours, you just use your eye and then make your calculations. You can see as I added just 2 and that place filled up. So just like that. Yes, my voice is kind of cracked. All right. I can sing. Oh, I don't understand your laughter. Is it that my voice will not be good, or virtuous gist and skills? Thanks for that info, sis. Even though I don't like fully understand it, but maybe I can from here make my findings. and we can talk about it later too. Thank you. My channel is growing really slowly. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because in as much as I would want to have like real people that want to view my channel come in, I also feel that like I've been here long enough to, you know, to be able to see some reasonable amount of growth. So the only thing, one of the things keeping me is that, you know, I get to do these things that I love to do. Shaking now. Yay. So we have come to the delicate part. Here is still, I will leave here, guys. Let me just show you here proper. Those are the most important, because actually one can throw this up and yeah, but these delicate areas, we'll do it so that we'll do it together. Leave my door open. Whew. Oh, okay. So you pull as tight as you want your hair to be. I mentioned to us yesterday that one of my biggest problems in hair making, especially in a salon, is the pain. I don't know how to endure it, like, especially as I've been making my own hair myself for over 4 years now. It's my hair has gotten used to being pampered. That's the word. So when I'm making my hair, I go very gentle, and so when you're making yours, you can pull as tight as you want it to be. And one thing with this yarn is that it's very easy to uninstall. Don't worry, when I'm done, I will take one out and you'll see how easy it is. Sorry, I keep adjusting my top. It was not intentional. Grace, grace, God's grace, grace that is greater than all our sins. So there's something I wanted to tell us before. Okay, I've talked about cleaning, like maintaining it by cleaning your scalp maybe every 3 days, every 2-3 days, every 1 week, you know, as often as you feel the need. You just clean your scalp with vinegar, using a cotton pad. You know, you clean it very well, and then when it dries, you can reapply that oil I showed us yesterday, like a scalp oil. That way it feels fresh until you are ready to take it down. In my case, it will be like in the next 2-3 weeks. Who is in the house, say hi so that I can talk to you. If I'm quiet, it's because I'm not getting any response from you. So if you ask me something or drop a comment, then we can keep the conversation going. Okay? Otherwise, you could just sit back and keep watching. Pardon me, I'm just getting out more of my braids. Okay, let's move, let's move. Move it, move it, move it. Hi, Nicolia. You're still here, my sister. Thanks, darling. Thank you. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Oh, God bless you. Oh, yeah. Maybe next time you can put on a background music if you don't like the silence. Okay, I think we can do that next time. Yeah, that would be also nice for even the listeners. Myself is not a problem, but I'm kind of interested in keeping you entertained, if you get what I mean. So yeah, thanks for that suggestion of a background music. But the thing too is, I may play a music in my background and all these copyright people will come for me, you know. So that's the oops there. Thanks for your support there. Thank you. Thanks a bunch. Has this happened to you that when you're out in the stores, is when you feel like your nose, your eyes, your face just itching up and down, like tempting you to touch your face? When you shouldn't, for fear of koro. You can relate, right? It is then that I will say, blood of Jesus, this face, it's not me and you. This nose, it's not me and you. Na chonyi na rapota. I'm telling you. But you find out that if you ignore it for another few seconds, it will respect itself. But if you go ahead and itch, once you touch your face, that's the end. You keep itching all through the time you are out. Especially the nose, my sister. The most sensitive part. The devil is a liar. Oh my God. The devil is a liar. Especially the nose. Thought I was weird. It's good to hear that it's not peculiar to me. Oh my God. So imagine if it were a child. That's one thing that is making this school opening scary for me. because children cannot really control some of those things like adults do. Somebody like my son now, you can't even tell him, oh, don't touch that thing, because he does not know what you're talking about. Don't touch that thing. It's not his language. So it makes it even more scary. So now I'll switch, oh, have I been using it all along? I've been using the smaller pin of the two I showed us in the beginning all along. I didn't even realize it. So you see, I've been using the smaller pin all along. But that's all right. If it were an issue, I would have noticed it. So maybe next time we'll try to use a curly, a bouncy, kind of a kinky attachment to do this. You know, make it like a big afro or something like that. That would be nice as well. But that'll be once in a blue moon. Hello everyone, I can see 7 people watching. Say hi, and don't forget to like the live stream. Hit the like button to go a long way. I got you. So like I was telling us yesterday, I love to pamper my edges. So now that I'm getting to the edges, I'm going to be extra careful, you know, in pulling and tugging at it. So that's what's up. I'm trying to use my screen as mirror, but it's too small. I forget that I have the bigger mirror here. So what's happening now is that I'm now trying to close up the front part, like make it as smooth as possible. This is yarn braids and my hair is natural, so it just blends in smoothly without much hassle. Okay, yeah, but if you're on a relaxed hair, for example, or you're using a smoother extension, then it would demand more from you in terms of trying to cover your tracks and just generally trying to get a smooth finish. That's another good thing about this, my choice of braids. So guys, and I did mention I'm going to be using a different color. This is like ox blood, very dark ox blood. I have about 5 pieces of that, so I'll be attaching it somewhere here. Okay, this kind knows, so okay, not there. I'll put it somewhere here, like so. Okay. Can you see the difference? Okay, it's just one. It may not be that pronounced yet. It's also a calm color. So I like to just throw in one slightly different color just for that pop, as I'm using black all through. Okay. Okay, I need to speed up, speed up, speed up. Speed up, speed up, speed up. So constantly remind myself to speed up. Okay, yeah. So and at the end, if you have an edge control gel, for instance, you can use it to kind of smoothen your edges and lay it properly. I'm out of one now, so I'll be making do with my Eco Styler. I actually did that before I started, but you know, with the manipulation and all, it's gonna kind of roughen it now. So what I would do is that maybe when I have the need for it, I'll go ahead and just spray, touch a little bit of water on your edges. If it's dry, then it's gonna give you flakes if you use gel or even edge control creams on your edges, especially at least the ones I've tried. I know they do give you flakes. So, but to control that, make sure that your hair is moisturized. It's not totally dry, but it doesn't mean you're going to just drench your hair in water. Just sprinkle some amount of water on it and before you apply your cream, your control gel. I hope that helps you as much as it has helped me. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna throw one, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put two here, 2 here, 2 here. All these places I'll put 1, 1. So I'm gonna put 1 here. All right, here you go. So if you're just coming in now, this is an opportunity to tell you what I'm doing. So I'll use this opportunity now to tell you what I'm doing. This is my braiding hair. This is yarn braid. So, and this is the tip, like so. So I'll hold it this way, and this is my crochet pin. So it's the latch is open this way. So because I want my hair to fall this way now, so I'm going to put my pin this way in, and then I turn it around to face you, and then I take my hair like this, attach it to my pin, close the latch, close the hook, and then drag it across. So I'm going to pass through of my 2 of my fingers through this, and then pass the whole length of the twist through it. Just lock it like this. Isn't that looking great? So I'm going to continue that way, pass the hook, attach the hair, close the hook, pass it across, and then go ahead and pass this through and lock it. Oh my god, looks great already. So I'm gonna do the same here. I'll just pass the hair attach the hair to the hook, close it, drag it across, and pass the hair the whole length of my twist through it, and bam, there you have it. So few more strands to go. We're almost done, guys. Thank you so much. If you've been here with me all along, I appreciate you. So let's go. Fast, 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 fast. I'm sure you have all of that other engagements as well, so try not to keep you for too long. You've tried already. So that's my hair. I have this stubborn knot that keeps jutting out of it. So I attach this here, my hook, drag across, and lock it. Okay, so I said I was going to allow the color, add some color to it. I will do that at the last stage. So one last one here, my pin across, drag across, and pass the whole length of the hair through here. Bam, there you have it. This one is actually short, so I need to find a longer one to replace it. Yeah. Okay. So maybe since some of us would maybe want to make this from scratch, I already made mine before I came up here. Would it be nice if I show us like how you can twist your strand from scratch? I have a few untwisted strands here that I can use to show you that. Maybe one strand when we're done, okay? I'll use that to demonstrate how you can make your own yarn twists right from the comfort of your home. Or you can twist it as you make your hair if you don't want to take time to make it ahead of time. So there we go. Sorry, that's not the mirror, it's here. Here, and then I drag it across and just lock it. Boom. So when you want the hair to cover, you just pull it towards that end and you'll be ready. I'm loving my hair already. Okay, so we need one more strand here. And where do I drag it to now? Maybe like this. So just a freestyle. You can keep it this way, you can drag it that way. Yes. So just that's almost it for this style, guys. Almost it, almost it. So like I told her, the most demanding part for me is to put the weaves in. Yeah, which might be very easy for you if you're on relaxed hair. If your hair is relaxed, it should be pretty easier for you to do. Did you see that color pop? I mean, it's not really a very bright color anyways, so, but I like it. I like it. I like it. So go ahead and just randomly add. Okay, this part is very okay. Maybe I should add one more strand here. Yeah. So guys, just so from here, you're just basically trying to fill up the gaps, make it as did you hear Kim? That was a rough one. On the edges, I'm trying to pamper. Oh my God. Yeah, so just pass this across like that. And lock it. Okay. Okay. How does that look? How does that look? Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. So if I want to, I could still add maybe one more strand here. But I feel like I don't need to stress my edges too much. I wouldn't want to stress it at all. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think while I do the finishing touches. Have you learned one or two things today? What do you think about the style? Is there anything still left out? Anything that you're not cleared on? Okay. Anybody? Let me know your thoughts. We're almost done. We're almost done, guys. Let me know your thoughts. How do you see the style? We're almost done, or we're done. Let me just sneak in this color into here as well. There you go. Okay, just close the hook and try drag it across and open up. Pass it across. Just a lock. Yeah. Let me give us a look. So guys, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts before we close this session? What are your thoughts? We're done, we're done, we're done. Maybe I should demonstrate what I mean by laying the edges. Oops, let me show this last thing, guys. This is on braided yarn. This is what it is like when it's not twisted. So let me quickly, that's like a bonus if you are here up until now. Let me quickly show us, where do I use to demonstrate this now? Maybe here. Yeah, okay. So with this is your hair, it's not braided. I'll just pass it across, just attach it to my hook like I've been doing, drag it across, okay, release it. Then I'll put my two hands across like this, like we've always done, and then I take the whole stuff, I'll take it across and secure it. And all along I had my hands in between like this, so I can still, I have my 2 strands like this. This is a twist, right? So I'll now go in and just go ahead and twist my hair like this. Yeah, so that's how you do it if you are twist. Oh my god, am I going backwards? This way. So you twist and you cross, you twist and you cross, you twist and you cross. Okay. This is actually a very small portion of hair I took. But it's fine. Let's see how it turns out. So you twist your hair and then off. Sorry. So you twist your hair this way. It's kind of a double work, making this and explaining it, like talking at the same time. You know? I can see 7 people. We're almost getting to the end of our stream. Did you remember to give me a thumb up? We're almost done, almost done. Just going through the process of telling you how I achieved my twists. Yeah. So of course this is like a small portion of hair I'm using to make this demonstration. I may take it off after this, or I'll just leave it and rock my hair. I'm not owing anybody. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's basically it. Nothing fancy. So, and of course the last thing I will do, which I will do later, is to go ahead and snipe off this like cut off these tips, the rough tips. Okay, yeah, I'll just cut it and let it stay so. But if I have extra time, I can even go ahead and just burn it with a lighter, pass it over flame to kind of lock it like they do in the salons. And yeah, so that's it. There you have the twist. And then I'll just go in with one of these and secure it. Like so. And when it's secure, I will even take some of the strands left to wrap it, because I want to have a smooth cut when I finally go in with the scissors to cut this off. So I wrap it and wrap it and wrap it like I'm making a forelock. Yeah. So and when I've gotten like something smooth, can you see what I'm doing, guys? Oh, okay. Then I'll go in one more time and tie it up. Can do that for like 2 to 3 times to be sure it's secure. Okay. So that's it. I just let it to bounce. Let it bounce. That's your twist. Yes. So guys, what I'll be doing off camera after this stream is to go like this and just cut off the excess part. like this. So this is what I have left. I could go in with gel or something to just calm it down. Yeah, so you can see it's caught and it's calm. Yeah, so that's it. And I'll also be going in with some water to kind of smoothen out my edges. Just moisturize it first before I'll top up with some edge control cream or gel like I'm using here. Okay guys, the essence of moisturizing it before applying the gel is so it doesn't give you white flakes. Okay, I can always do this each time I dress up to go out, or as needed when necessary. So there we have our hair already. Any comments before we close for the day? Any comments? Any comments? Any comments? Any comments before we go? Any comments? Anyone has something to say? Let me know. Okay, none yet. So guys, with that, I would be announcing to you the closure of today's hairstyling. Yeah, I'll go ahead like I told us off camera to finish up the process of cutting the tips off. Yeah, I'll cut all this off, and of course in my next recipe video, which is coming up on Wednesday, you expect to see me rocking this style. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for hanging on with me. I'm sure that most of us have gone back to our different activities. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And with that, I'll just we'll call it a day. Yeah, we call it a day. Thank you so much guys. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.